Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Om Agyanati Mirandasya Gna Gna Shalakya Chakshurumilita Minatasmai Shirove Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobistam Stapitmena Bhutale Syaurupakada Mahyam Dadati Swapada Padantika Vandeham Shri Guru Shuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vishnuvam Cha Shri Sakajtam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tansajivam Sadvatim Savdutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lolita Shri Vishakan Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshvari Vrishpanuste Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Now again I will try to sing the Pranam mantras of His Divine Grace by Charnara Vrinda Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, then of His Diksha Guru Srila His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada, then the Panchatattva mantra, which is a verse from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and glorifies Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his eternal associates in Gaura Lila. And then I will try again to sing this song, which I actually, with my melody and my text, the song about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, an attempt to glorify Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then I will sing some Maha Mantra and read again from this website with the text written from Shrimati Shamarani Didi Prabhu, who have written at the beginning. She's explaining what is she writing about, and then she's retelling a lecture of Srila Narayana Maharaj. Yes, it is about the about what holy places are more supreme, and are the holy places equally supreme or not, in this on this on this on this subject Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutala Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deva Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paskatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasati Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And now the song which I wrote. Just a moment. This is an attempt to glorify Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Krishna came from above to make us happy, to give us love. Lord Krishna came from above to make us happy, to give us love. Krishna lives in everyone's heart. Krishna sings in everyone's life. Krishna lives in everyone's heart. Krishna sings in everyone's life. In Krishna's own heart, out of love, Radha is singing his most beloved. In Krishna's heart, out of love, Radha is singing his most beloved. Here the holy name is dancing, always joyful on your tongue. Here the holy name is dancing, always joyful on your tongue. See, Radha and Krishna are living in your heart forever long. Shri Radha and Krishna are living in your heart forever long. Here the holy name is dancing, always joyful on your tongue. Here the holy name is dancing, always joyful on your tongue. See, Radha and Krishna are living in your heart forever long. See, Radha and Krishna are living in your heart forever long. Lord Krishna came from above to make us happy, to give us love. Krishna lives in everyone's heart. Krishna sings in everyone's life. In Krishna's own heart, out of love, Radha is singing his most beloved. Here the holy name is dancing, always joyful on your tongue. See, Radha and Krishna are living in your heart forever long. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now let us see where was this web page. Just a moment. See where I was the last time. Ah, yes. Comparing the three aspects. So the text is called Which Transcendental Place is Higher? It is written from Shrimati Shemarani Didi Prabhu. And then she is explaining at the beginning what she would like to explain, what she would like to write about very nicely. She explains at the beginning and then she begins to retell a lecture from Srila Narayan Maharaj in Devananda Gaudiya Mata in Navadvip from the 13th of March 2000, in year 2000. So I have reached the paragraph comparing the three aspects. There is a comparison between the three aspects of Caitanya Mahaprabhu and the three aspects of Srimati Radharani. There is an original Radhika. The complete and original form of Srimati Radhika is called Vrishapanu Nandini Radhika. Vrishapanu Nandini Radhika. She never leaves Vrindavana and she only feels short-term separation from Krishna, as when he goes cow herding for a few hours each day. Vrishapanu Nandini Radhika is always experiencing her Nitya Lila or Astakalya Lila pastimes with Krishna, which take place 24 hours a day, from one early morning to the next. She is actually never separated from Krishna. There is only an abhiman or self-conception that they are sometimes separated. Vrishapanu Nandini has two manifestations. One is Vyogini Radhika, Radhika feeling separation from Krishna at Uddhava Kyari, when Krishna was in Mathura and Dwaraka. So this is Vyogini Radhika. Her other manifestation is in Kurukshetra, and that is Samyogini Radhika. It is Samyogini Radhika who meets with Krishna in Kurukshetra. Just as Dwarakadesh Krishna and Maduresh Krishna are always within Purnatam Brajendranandana Shri Krishna. So these other two manifestations of Vrishabhanandini Radhika are included within her original form. Radhika's full original form also feels separation, but only at certain times. For example, she may wake up one morning and think, "Oh, what a terrible dream I had! Krishna went to Dwaraka and he married so many queens." Also now and then some conception comes, "Oh, Krishna had left. no Krishna is here after all. The sentiment or conception takes a stula murti, tangible form, in Prakat Lila. The three aspects of Srimati Radhika, Vrishapanu Nandini, Vyogini, and Samyogini, are defined in the Sanat Kumar Samhita. Just as she has three aspects, Sri Sachinandana Gaurahari has three aspects. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya. Mahaprabhu is no one but Radha and Krishna combined. Mahaprabhu is no one but Radha and Krishna combined. When Srimati Radhika is speaking to the bumblebee at Uddhava Kyari, she is Vyogini Radhika. Now there is a quotation, a citation from Srimad Bhagavatam from this song of Radhika. Just a moment. Actually, the song of the gopis of separation from Krishna. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam 10:47-12. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, the name of Radhika is not mentioned. Just there is written that a gopi is saying this. Okay, let us see. Let us see what was this quotation. Just a moment. Let's try to sing it. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:47-12. Madhupakitavabandhu masprasangim sapatnya kuchavilulitama kunkumasrasastuna vahatu madhupades Tanmanena prasada yadi sadasivandava Yashaduta swamitrate Madhupa kitava bandhu Mas prasangam sapanya Kuchavilulithamala Kunkumasrasrubina Vahatu Madhupatis Tammadinina prasada Yadisadivitambya Yasaduta Swamitri. Translation. Oh, black bee, don't touch me. I know you are a representative of Krishna from Mathura and you are trying to make some compromise, but I will never compromise with that Krishna. I know that the red of your um, whiskers. I know that the red of your whiskers has come. I know that the red of your whiskers has come from the kumkum that came from the breasts of his beloveds of his beloveds. It was smeared on Krishna's garland when he embraced them, and then came on your mustaches. This mood of transcendental madness is of Vyogini Radhika, and this is compared to Caitanya Mahaprabhu at Puri. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita explains that the mood of Srimati Radhika, which was seen by Uddhava, was the constant mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Gambhira. Vrindavana Parityaya Napadam Ekam Gacchati. Krishna never leaves Vrindavana. Nanda Nandana is always in Vrindavana. Vrshapanu Nandini also never leaves Vrindavana. And similarly, Sachinandana never leaves Navadvipa. In Godavari, Caitanya Mahaprabhu manifested his Rasa Raja Mahabhava Svarupa. There, in Godavari, he discussed all tattvas, Rasa Tattva, Prema Tattva, Radha Tattva. But who saw this? Only Ramananda Raya. This manifestation of Rasa Raja Mahabhava was not an ordinary activity. No one else could have shown himself as Radha and Krishna. Therefore, it is an opulence, Aishwarya, and it is not the highest lila. Srimati Radhika's partial moods and forms are included within her original form. And this is also true with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In Mahaprabhu's lila, Puri is like Dwaraka. When he is in Gambhira, he is experiencing Radharani's separation from Krishna at Dwaraka, in the mood of Vyogini Radhika. When Mahaprabhu is in Godavari, he is like Samyogini Radhika. This aspect of Srimati Radhika meets Krishna at Kurukshetra in order to bring him back to Vrindavana. These two aspects of Mahaprabhu are included in Navadvipa. In Jagannath Puri, no one accepted the names Sachinandana, etc. Everyone there had a reverential mood towards Mahaprabhu. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya realized, here is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I've never seen such a person. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 6, 9 to 13, verses 9 to 13. Madhya Lila chapter 6, verses from 9 to 13, states that while examining the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvabhauma saw that his abdomen was not moving and that he was not breathing. Seeing this condition, he became very anxious. He then took a fine cotton swab and put it before Mahaprabhu's nostrils. When he saw the cotton move was the cotton moves very slightly, he became hopeful. Sitting beside Mahaprabhu, he thought, this is a transcendental ecstatic transformation brought about by love of Krishna. Upon seeing the sign of Sudipta Sattvika Bhava, the Bhattacharya could immediately understand the transcendental ecstatic transformation in Mahaprabhu's body. Such a sign could take place only in the bodies of Krishna's eternally liberated associates, like the gopis, and especially Srimati Radhika. The Bhattacharya considered the uncommon ecstatic symptoms of Adiruddha Bhava. The uncommon ecstatic symptoms of Adiruddha Bhava are appearing in the body of Mahaprabhu. This is very wonderful. How are they possible in the body of a human being? So the next paragraph is Hidden Vrindavana. The next paragraph is called Hidden Vrindavana. So I think maybe I will read to the end this text. It's not so much left. Okay, the next paragraph is called Hidden Vrindavana. Navadvipa is Gupta hidden Vrindavana. Although 12 forests of Vrindavana are hidden in Navadvipa. They are in a different sequence. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has described this in Achintya as Achintya, inconceivable. He has explained that it is the speciality of this Dharma. It is hidden and crooked, and so it cannot be exactly in the same sequence. This is the nature of hidden prema. Radha Kunda is not far from Devananda Gaudiya Mata because Govardhana is here. Radha Kunda and Shyama Kunda must also be here. My Guru Maharaj, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Shishipad Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Goswami Maharaja has fulfilled the innermost heart desire of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaja and Srila Bhakti Vinoda Thakur by establishing this temple in the valley or plain of Govardhana. So this is a lecture of Srila Narayana Maharaj. So he's mentioning his Diksha Guru. Further, the next paragraph. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sometimes stayed here and performed pastimes. One pastime, as explained in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, was when some young girls were making offerings to Shiva Linga with fruits, flowers, and other worshipable paraphernalia. At that time, Nimai Pandit forcibly stole the offerings and told the girls that they should not waste their time worshipping Lord Shiva. He said, I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You should worship me. All the demigods and demigoddesses are my servants. If you do not worship me, I will curse you to all get ugly old husbands who already have 5 wives. They were all joking in this way, but they did not believe that he was the supreme. All the Vrindavana pastimes are there in Navadvipa. Govardhana and Rasastali are present where we are now sitting in Koladvipa at the Devananda Gaudiya Mata. Krishna is dancing here with the gopis. One may say that the highest place in Navadvipa is Mayapur, Yogapita and Mayapur, because that is where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. But actually, Koladvip is superior. We must consider the Siddhanta, the conclusive truth. Comparing Navadvip to Vrindavana, Mathura Gokula is the place where Krishna appeared. He appeared simultaneously as Lord Vasudeva in Mathura and as a baby in Gokula. But this place in Koladvip is Govardhana, where Krishna appeared in his original and most complete form, his Kishora form, his Radha Krishna Yugla form. This is also where Rasa Lila, the highest pastime, took place. It can be concluded, therefore, that this place is so much higher. Srila Rupa Goswami confirms in his Upadeshamrita that the holy place known as Mathura is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha, the transcendental world, because the Lord appeared there. Superior to Mathura, Puri, is the transcendental forest of Vrindavana because of Krishna's Rasa Lila pastimes, and superior to the forest of Vrindavana is Govardhana hill, for it was raised by the divine hand of Sri Krishna and was the site of his various loving pastimes. And above all, the super excellent Sri Radha Kunda stands supreme, for it is overflooded with the ambrosial nectarian prema of the Lord of Gokula, Sri Krishna. So it is overflooded with the ambrosial nectarian prema of the Lord of Gokula, Sri Krishna. Where, then, is that intelligent person who is unwilling to serve this divine Radha Kunda, which is situated at the foot of Govardhana hill? So this is here, maybe it was verse 9 from Shupadeshamrita, where it is here given the translation. I think verse 9 of Shupadeshamrita was that. Okay. Then there's a paragraph after class. After the class, Srila Maharaja's senior disciples. After the class, Srila Maharaja's senior disciples discussed how his deep presentation now allowed them to understand some of these points for the first time. That evening, at an informal darshana just outside Srila Narayana, just outside, in an informal darshana, this evening at an informal darshana just outside Srila Narayana Maharaja's room. Sorry, I must read the sentence in the right way. This evening at an informal darshana just outside Srila Narayana Maharaja's room, a disciple questioned, You said this morning that there was no opulence manifestation in Navadvipa, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed his Viratrupa, his universal form, there in Navadvipa. Srila Maharaja replied, Yes, but only to a few, such as Srivas Thakura, as Narada Muni. Another devotee questioned, You said in class that Jagannatha Puri represents Dwaraka and Godavari represents Kurukshetra. So Jagannatha Puri represents Dwaraka and Godavari represents Kurukshetra. How is Godavari Kurukshetra? Srila Maharaja replied, It is not that Godavari is the same as Kurukshetra. This comparison is given because of its display of opulence. When Srimati Radhika first met Krishna at Kurukshetra, she saw so much opulence, horses, chariots, elephants, and Krishna was dressed as an opulent prince. Similarly, when Mahaprabhu manifested his transcendental form as Rasaraja Mahabhava, as Rasaraja Mahabhava. Similarly, when Mahaprabhu manifested his transcendental form as Rasaraja Mahabhava, this was a great display of opulence. Another thing was that the great happiness Srimati Radhika felt by meeting Krishna in Kurukshetra after such a long time was only momentary. When she realized that their meeting and relationship could not be the same as it was in Vrindavana, it became a pathetic scene. Similarly, the opulent display of Mahaprabhu's Rasaraja Mahabhava form was only revealed for a moment. So, thus ends the text. Very beautiful and interesting. So we see how nicely it was explained, the connections between different places where the Lord as Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu displayed um, had the Gaur Lila pastimes and Vraja Lila pastimes. And we know that in every verse of Shastaka, the love of a pure devotee to Krishna is expressed. The crying of a pure devotee in separation from Krishna is expressed because the Lord Krishna took shelter of Radharani and had the desire to feel her love. Um, so Radharani, in her great mercy and love, gave to him these feelings of love, which a pure devotee feels to Krishna. This crying of separation from Krishna. And in the case of Shrimati Radharani, this is the highest love in all the worlds, because it is said, it is as described, for example, in verse 10 of Shupadeshamrita, that the topmost pure devotee is actually Shrimati Radhika. And actually, her love is the highest love in all the worlds, Madanaki Mahabhav. So this love she gave to Krishna because he wanted to experience also these feelings. And when he came as Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he had in his heart this love. And for example, in verse 5, what is said there, Ainanatno Kinkaram Patitamam Visham Bhavam Buddho Kripatava Padapankaja Taduristasham Vichintaya. Ainanatno Kinkaram Patitamam Visham Bhavam Buddho Крипая тава пада панкаджа садурistasham vichintaya. Ainanatno Kinkaram Patitamam Visham Bhavam Buddho Крипая тава пада панкаджа садурistasham vichintaya. Oh my Lord, somehow I am now at that terrible position, at that terrible condition. Somehow I am now in this terrible condition. Oh my Lord, be merciful to me and consider me as a particle of dust or a particle of sand fixed at your lotus feet, and in this way purchase me as your eternal servant. Ainanatunja Kinkaram, O son of Maharajananda. Yes, so we see how a pure devotee cries in separation from Krishna. A pure devotee does not want anything else but to serve life after life, to have the opportunity to serve life after life, the divine couple Srimati Radhika and Shri Krishna. So I will come now to an end. So as I always say, well, this time I didn't say anything, maybe just 2 words only, but I say every time, and it's true that actually I'm not qualified on these topics. So when I try to say something, it's not, I'm not trying to instruct anybody. If I try to say something, I just only try to understand these things. Of course, one has to try to understand these topics, the Vedic literature and explanations on the Vedic literature and explanations on the meaning of worshipping of holy places. All these topics, actually, uh, this is all very beautiful, but one have to try to understand it under the guidance of teachers, under the guidance of Diksha Guru and Chiksha Gurus. All of you who are Vaishnavas, who are devotees in the disciplic succession line of Rupa Nuga Bhakti, you are all my gurus. कृपया बेसिस्तु दंडवत pranam, vanchaka patrupascha kripasthupevacha, patitna pavanebi vaishnavebi namo namaha.
Namaste Narasihaya Praladela Dana Hiranya Kashipuruksaha Shilatankana Namaste Narasimhaya Pralada Dahina Hiranya Kashipurvaksha
Shiratankana kalaya Vidon rishiho Paraton rishiho Yato yato yamitaton rishiho Bahir rishiho
Hridaya Rishiho
Rishi Amadi Saranyam Prapadye Iton Rishiho Paraton Rishiho Yato yato yamitaton Rishimha Bahir Rishiho
Hridaya Rishiho Drishim Amadi Sharanya Prapadya
Tavakara Kamalavara Nakama Puta Shrinka Talita Hiranyakashipu Tano Bringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa
Jai Jagadish Hare
Jaya
Jagadish Hare
Jagadishara
Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare
Srini Shima Janri Shima Jaya Janri Shima De Rahmadesha Jaya Bhakta Mukha Padma Bre Srini Shima Janri Shima Jaya Janri Shima De Rahmadesha Jaya Bhakta Mukha Padma Bre Srini Shima Janri Shima Jaya Janri Shima De Rahmadesha Jaya Bhakta Mukha Padma Bre Shini Shiva Janri Shiv Jaya Janri Shiva Dev Rahmadesha Jaya Bhakta Mukha Padma Brihi Jaya Nrisimha Dev Jaya Nrisimha Dev Jaya Nrisimha Dev Jaya Nrisimha Dev Jaya Prahlad Nrisimha Prahlad Nrisimha Prahlad Nrisimha Jaya Prahlad Nrisimha Lakshmi Nrisimha, Lakshmi Nrisimha, Lakshmi Nrisimha, Lakshmi Nrisimha. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra,
Jaya Guru Nitai Jaya Guru Nitai Jaya Guru Nitai Jaya Shri Shri Gauranga Jaya Guru Nitai Jaya Guru Nitai Jaya Guru Nitai Jaya Shri Shri Gauranga Jaya Radhe Radhe Radha Gopinath Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Gopinath Radha Shri Radha Jaya Radha Shyam Radha Shyam Radha Shyam Shri Radha Jaya Guru Deva
Jaya Guru Deva, 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 Jaya Guru Deva,
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for your attention. Hare Krishna.